welcome back to my channel. My name is Keisha, and in today's video I wanted to talk about how my relationship changed post VSG surgery. Currently I am a little over 3 weeks post-op, and from the very beginning I noticed that I was hungry and I had hunger, but I didn't crave food, meaning my appetite was gone, like completely gone. I hear doctors say that they're going to, cut that hormone or cut that part where you get hungry or you have the urge to eat. And I understand that, but even after surgery, I was definitely very hungry and my stomach was growling, and I had the urge to want to eat. But I had a taste for nothing. Like, nothing made me want something except for, like, of course, ice chips because I was thirsty. So when I came home, ironically, my family ordered food. Some of the things that I usually always eat, some of the things, like, it was a deal that I've gotten recently before, and just the smell of it made me sick. Not just having, like, food around, but just the smell of it made me, like, grossed out. And this was for about 2 to 3 days post-op. I just did not want to smell food at all. With me being on a liquid diet, I didn't have to eat anything besides yogurt, and I was fine with that. I mean, these are things that I have to have. It's not like I want it, I have to have it. It's a difference. So when I got towards the 2 week mark, like, yay, I can have parade food. And I got my sheet and my list, and it's like 10 things on here, and I'm not even the most creative person anyway, eating food or creating new dishes and recipes and all that stuff. So I was like, oh, these items, that's fine, I can get that done. Now that I just started my 3 weeks, it's really not, I mean, it's pretty regular to me what I can have and what I can't have. It's been over a week now, and I probably ate tuna like 7 times. And yes, I'm sick of it, but it's not like, oh, I want this now. I just look at the list and say, oh, let me try this for a week. Or I had chicken for the first time yesterday, and I was like, oh, let me try this since I've had tuna so much. It's not like I have the urge for it, and it does taste good, but it's just, I feel like it's more for fuel, and I don't know how long this is going to last. This is definitely in my benefit, I feel like, because 9 times out of 10 when I was eating pre-op, it was because it was there. It was because I was bored. It was because it was easy access, jump in my car and go through a drive-through, and sometimes you don't even want it. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that brings their food to work, and their manager or one of their coworkers is like, oh, let's get pizza. Oh, let's get Chinese. Oh, I'm going to pay for lunch. And what are you going to do? You're going to eat that bad food. And that was 100% me, because they're offering. Also because you don't want to feel like that weird person that, oh, you're on a diet and you can't eat. I know I hate that feeling. I hate being questioned. I hated being, oh, why am I on the 1,000 calorie challenge, 1,000 calorie pre-op diet? Like, I hated stuff like that. So in those situations, you eat too. And that peer pressure, it's, I don't know, because if you say you don't want anything, I feel like there's always a why around it, and I just always hate that. So right now, my relationship just changed. I don't want anything, and I feel like right now, and I tried this before having surgery, just eating for fuel, and even though when I was doing that, I felt like I needed large salads or a whole chicken breast, like 7 ounces of chicken breast, or like just overdoing everything because I wasn't eating those bad foods and I needed to get calories in. But now that I'm eating like 2 eggs or 3 ounces of protein, meaning meat wise, I don't know, I still feel good. And like I said, in my benefit, I'm kind of happy that my appetite is gone and it's not there, because I feel like I would still be thinking about food. And the only time I am thinking about food is how much protein can I get in. I'm not at the point where I can sit here and say, oh, I know for a fact I got 70 grams of protein down like this. Well, like that. So I always have water next to me. I always have like a clear protein drink. That's really not the problem, getting liquids in. It's really like, oh, how much grams is in this chicken or this tuna or this salmon? Like, that's really what gets me. But I'm going into my 5 weeks, no, 4 weeks, and I feel like after like the eighth week, 2 months, I feel like I should be in a groove, and I won't be thinking about, oh, protein, 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 but like, what will I be thinking about? Because like I said, I pack my meals. I'm always cooking dinner, and I just eat the protein. Or sometimes I don't even eat what they eat. Like if I'm making burgers and fries, or today I made some herb and garlic chicken with some pasta on the side. And of course, I ate the chicken, but pasta, like, I love pasta. I made spaghetti the other night, and just because I put ground turkey in it, just because I know ground turkey has a lot of protein, I had like my 2.5 ounce of pasta sauce, and I ate it like that. But I love pasta. Like, I can't believe I skipped a pasta meal and I didn't want it. Like, you know how you want to just like taste the sip, you know what I mean? And especially when I couldn't eat and I wasn't on the parade, I was, cooking every other night, and I just did not want it. You know how if a food gets on your hand and you lick it off? I was washing my hands because I did not want it. And back then it was because I didn't want to get sick, but it wasn't a part of, I don't know, the plan. I don't want to get sick, and I just didn't want it. So that is like huge for me. Like, to be a big person and for your brain just to switch like that, it's weird, and it's scary sometimes, because if you're not in the right mindset, or if you're not mentally prepared for this to happen, it can really mess you up, and you can go into a binge for no reason, just for mental reasons. Just like when I was doing the whole 2 week post-op, 2 week pre-op, and I was eating like Burger King, I was eating hoagies, I was eating wings, and I was supposed to be doing the 1,000 calorie challenge, and I wasn't. And it was because it was there. It was because nobody was watching me, nobody was telling me no. And I mean, at the end of the day, all you're doing is failing yourself. You don't have to have someone there telling you, oh, you're doing bad. You should feel bad on your own. And finally, when I got on the scale and I seen that I gained like 5-6 pounds in 6 days, I was like, oh no, I really need to, they're going to decline me for the surgery. So, and that's just out of pure self-sabotaging and being bored and being on my lunch break and just doing what I want to do, because all those times I brought my lunch. Like, every single time I brought my lunch, and I still ate out. Like, and I just don't have that feeling anymore. And I know I've talked about Chinese food so many times on my channels. Chinese food is a weakness for me. I can eat it like 3 times a week. And it's not out of sight, out of mind, but it's like I just don't want it, because I am like cringing for that day when I can go out to eat. But I don't want to go out to eat and only eat like 3 bites. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of weird. So I definitely don't want to do that, but I can't wait until I can actually enjoy it. Maybe like 3.5 months from now, maybe even less than that. But I don't plan on going out to eat no time soon. So I'm saying like maybe like December time, late December, when I'm that's 2 months out. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Even though, I don't know where I would go and I don't have any cravings for anything, but you never know. I'm saying this today being 3 weeks post-op, but you never know when that craving can start kicking back in. And I think that's really going to be when I really have to like fight or flight for the VSG, because I think my weight is going to continue to fall off, because I'm only eating for fuel. I'm only eating for energy. It's not like I'm eating for pleasure. And honestly, I'm personally liking it, just because, like I said, it's helping me think about other stuff. Like, I'm always thinking about food, like what's for lunch, what I'm gonna have for dinner, what snacks can I eat right now. And the fact that I'm not going through that is like a big change for me. So it gives me sight to think about something else, or think about something else I want to do, or focus on work more, or just get your mind on something else. And I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, it's only been 3 weeks, but I personally thought it would be back by now, and it hasn't been, and I'm not complaining. So let me know how you guys are feeling on your weight loss journey, and it doesn't have to be VSG related. Do you guys feel like you eat for fuel, or are you guys eating more for pleasure on your weight loss journey, or just in a journey for everyday life? You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be weight loss related. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.